Hello, everybody, and hello, spirits, and happy Thursday night. Thanks for coming or watching down the road. Look how bright it is outside, you guys. It's like suddenly it's summer. So I'm pretty excited about that. Dr. Ray will be along very soon. He's in his car right now, dropping off a friend. And we're going to have a guest tonight, Joe Vitale, our friend. My friend and yours, Joe Vitale from Entity 7 Paranormal. As a matter of fact, I should send him a link so that he can come on. And he's going to tell us about some changes and some things that are going on his channel. I've been watching it and some pretty cool stuff going on. So let me send him a link for whenever he is ready to join us. So anyway, I hope everybody has been having a wonderful week. It's been a week, actually. We have all been having some difficult things that we've been hearing in the news. And I've had, I have some really crazy days, but I am very glad it's Thursday night and we're here. And hello, Dad, if you're watching. Love you. Still getting used to this new day. So hopefully people will figure out that we are here, and that's fine. It takes some time for that to happen. But anyway, we are here. We're here to stay. Thursday evenings. And okay, we are on. Good. Excellent. So anyway, hello, Sharon, if you're here, or thank you for saying hi. Hey, Stephen, how are you? Sharon was here, and hopefully she'll come back. Hello, Stephen from Three Souls. Thank you for being here, hanging out, waiting for Dr. Ray and waiting for Joe to come on, and got some cool stuff. Now, you might hear some crazy noises tonight because the lads are in the workshop downstairs working on the race truck. And I have the window open because I need some air. It's like suddenly it's summer and it's warm in the house. But I got a couple of things in the mail that I'm going to open up. So pretty psyched about that. And I have some plans for the weekend. I don't know how much I'm going to tell you about it, but I'm actually going to go to a very cool place that has been known as a haunted place for many years. However, it is no longer open, but I am going to go there because I realized that place is about a block away from a nice old cemetery. So I'm going to go to that place and then I'm going to go over to the cemetery. So that's going to be cool. I don't know if I'm going to be able to live stream it because it is the Memorial Day weekend coming up, which if you live in the US, is a big deal. And there will be people everywhere. But I will do my best to film, and if I can pop on live, I will. I don't know which day of the weekend it's going to be, though, but it's a very cool place. So I'm looking forward. My dog is also trotting back and forth, so it's just one of those days. Like, it's not a perfect world, and you know what? It's a little bit of noise, and we're just going to deal with it. Anyway, I did get a new radio. Actually, I've got another radio here to open up. I got a new one, but I'm making a new bling box. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that. Look at the bling on that. And that's just the beginning of it. This one's going to be really cool. And I'll tell you more about it when I open this first package, because this first package has something in it that goes on that radio. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. Also, it was really kind of weird today. At work, because I have a day job. At my day job, I walked out of the office and I found this on the ground. I'm like, well, what's that? Why is there a 9 of spades on the ground? And then I turned it over and it says, but basically, if you really look at it, you can see that it says, help me. Now, it looks like a kid wrote it. Obviously, I don't know why a child would be writing this on one card out of a deck of cards. And it could be a million reasons, or at least 5 reasons. But it was really weird. So anybody out there who's into numerology or cards or anything, let me know what it means. I found a 9 of spades on the ground in front of me when I walked outside of my job, and that it says that on the back. Anyway, I thought that was kind of cool. I'm going to email you a tragedy that happened to Mark's family. Oh, no, I hope not. I hope not, Stephen. Please email me and let me know what happened. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, well, let me know, okay? definitely let me know what happened. And Joe said he'll be here in a few minutes, so that's cool. So I'm sorry to hear that, though. Please give Mark my regards. And yeah, I hope it's, well, what can I say? I can't say anything except give him my regards. Yeah, so we're waiting for Joe to come on. Ray is also, I'm waiting for Ray to come on. So I'm going to open my packages because I want you guys to see. Now, this one has to do with this radio. And don't worry about me showing the address. That is my business address. So if you want to mail me something, you go on. You go on. I had it on there. I had it on my account for ages and nobody mailed me anything anyway. Hello, Andrew. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Yep, I'm going to open it. So I'm going to open this first one. And this first one is something for this radio. So this radio I'm kind of excited about. I had actually bought another radio and it came and I was so bummed because it didn't work. And I had to send it back. But I have another one here. So I'm very excited. Let's open this up. And I'm going to show you what this is. Well, I'm going to explain to you what it is. I don't know if I can show you right away, but I do have batteries next to me. My dog is here stalking me. Anyway. How do you open these? Wow. Anyway. I've also ordered a couple of mystery boxes. So I am, and they're topical paranormal mystery boxes. So I'm looking forward to getting them and opening them. Anyway. Ooh, this is exciting. Oh, look at this. I'm going to explain to you guys what this is. I'm so excited. Look. Okay, so see this? Beat Sync sound activated string lights. We have to test these out. But basically, what I am going to do is I am going to bling up the rest of this radio and put these lights on it. And they're supposed to be sound activated like this. Like my sound activated, my sound bars. Anyway, I wonder if did my earbud just disconnect? No, it did not. And here's, hello?
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
And I can hear you, which is amazing. How are you doing?
Hopefully you can't hear the fan going.
Like I've explained to everybody already, the lads are in the workshop downstairs working on the race truck. My dog is running around. I have the window open because I need air. So this is the world of sounds today. So worry not. I got a couple of things in the mail. I just opened one package and I was explaining to everybody, I got these Beat Sync sound activated lights because I'm making a new ghost box and I'm blinging it up. I have the sound activated lights on it. Anyway, hello, Dad. Perfect. How are you? Thanks for being here. It's good to see you. Hopefully Ray is on the way. He was in his car when he logged on and he was driving someone that he works with actually home. So, but yeah, so I'm pretty psyched about these. And look at that. Beat Sync. Ooh. It's amazing. I don't even know, when you're searching the internet knows the things you're searching for. And it is the weirdest thing that all of a sudden, I have to try these real quick. What is that? What size battery is that? I don't even know. So how have you been, by the way?
Busy, but not busy.
Busy. Okay.
If that makes sense. Lazy, but not lazy.
Oh, well, I mean, that makes sense. Lazy we want to be, lazy we can't be.
Right. No, I'm behind on getting stuff out there on YouTube, and my son, he likes to get on my computer, play games, stuff like that with his buddies online, or he'll do it on his PlayStation. So it's like, I got to get this done. My son wants to use the computer, and I got to wait. And then I get on my computer, and it takes me time to do what I need to do. And then I'm like, oh. Everyone in chat.
But it works. It works. It works. Woo! All right, very cool. Very cool. All right, I'll stop playing with this now. How do you turn it off? Isn't there an on-off switch? You'd think. Wait, there has to be an on. Where's the on-off switch? Oh, seriously? Okay, I might have to take the batteries out. What's that? No? All right, I'm just going to take the batteries out for now. Oh, wait. It's a button. It's a button. It's a button. No, don't flash. No, stop. Stop. Don't you have an off setting? Oh, okay. All right. How many settings do you
Looks like
have?
it's got seizure mode.
Oh my lord. It doesn't, the one thing it doesn't have is an off mode. Okay, well, okay.
Why would they? That doesn't make sense.
Will go- you will go off. Ha ha. I am smarter than the sink lights. It doesn't have an off setting. Very interesting. Okay, well, that's going to be lots of fun because it'll be on my radio, always lit. That makes zero sense. But anyway, sync lights, beat sync. Very excited. Very excited. Anyway, the reason I invited you here is because I've been watching some stuff on your channel. I come onto your channel and I see this panel of people, which was really cool the other night. I don't remember what you were talking about or what it devolved into because you ended up talking about something crazy, but it was a lot of fun. And then I saw that you posted that you have something new that you're going to be doing.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, first of all, it went from you on your channel to now there's a panel. So that's cool. Who are those people? And are you having guests on and you have a co-host now?
Yeah. So I wouldn't call them like co-hosts, they're just hosts. Yeah, they're my friends. I've known them since I believe 2016. I believe I met Gary and Brian at Old South Pittsburgh Hospital. I went there by myself. I knew nobody there, and I'm used to investigating by myself, so it wasn't a big deal. But I always wanted to go there, so I took that opportunity to go ahead and head out there. And I got there, and the guy who was running the event, he's like, well, you investigate by yourself, so you can wander off wherever the hell you want. I'm like, oh, okay, but that's not going to work because I'm going to run. There's 40 people in here.
Oh my God.
Run into them all. And, well, I mean, it was an event. And,
wow.
You have to investigate. And I'm like, no matter where I go, I'm going to interrupt or they're going to interrupt me. And it's like, that's not cool.
Right.
So
right.
Gary, he's like, hey, if you want, you can come with us and investigate with us. And it was really cool.
That is cool. So you went there and you made friends.
Right.
I think that's really cool.
Then I investigated with them. Not, I haven't investigated with them very often. At that point in time, they were all in Florida. They were stationed in Florida. And then they moved north, and we get together from time to time and investigate, just not often. So Gary had a radio show that ran on an AM channel.
Oh, nice.
He was hosting, and he had a couple of guys co-hosting. And
was it a paranormal show?
Yeah. They cover a wide variety of things. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I'm not really sure why they went and stopped the show. I'm not 100% sure, but I was like, why don't we just do our thing, but on YouTube? Because podcasts, they can be enjoyable and stuff, but you can't really interact with people. No. And what really helps with that is, you don't even have to pay attention to the chat. The chat will entertain themselves. And there's times where I'm like, oh yeah, there's a chat. And I look over, I'm like, what the hell are these guys talking about? Wow.
Well, that's the difference though between a podcast and YouTube. And I know there's a lot of people now that are doing podcasts on YouTube, but from what I've read and watched and heard, it doesn't necessarily meld that well. It's not that successful on YouTube if it's a podcast, right. But when you're on YouTube, even if you're in a podcast mode, you want to pay attention to your chat. It's really important. Although I know a lot of people think, oh no, we just want to do this for the video that's up later and it's like a podcast and stuff. But yeah, you want to turn to that chat now and then. You want to interact with people. It's a different kind of creature, but it's right. More dynamic,
Well, I've always said that, I'm not strong on YouTube, but you pull me away from YouTube, like Facebook, there's a lot more live viewers and people who go back and watch because they missed it. So the numbers over on the Facebook side are a lot higher. But what helps with that is that, again, most of the people who are on my Facebook page, they're investigators. Uh, I know a lot of them. I've investigated with a lot of them, so they know me. They know that I am a
Right.
paranormal investigator. The
Right.
YouTube side of things, though, it's more entertainment. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and
Have you gone live on Facebook with this?
yeah,
I mean, your channel? You have. Okay. I never have. I'm almost afraid to.
I so if I'm at a location investigating, I
Mm-hmm.
it just stays on like YouTube and TikTok.
Okay.
Recently, TikTok. I try not to go too crazy with the paranormal on my Facebook page. Um, I just kind of I'm just weird about that.
Yeah.
But the show that we do every week,
Mm-hmm.
that goes to Facebook as
Oh,
well, because again, a lot of like the people that we're having on the show, they're actually, like, I'm not saying that other YouTubers are not investigators. Yes, there are
mm-hmm.
investigators on YouTube, uh,
Mm-hmm.
legit investigators, but I had to say legit. um, but the majority of them
We'll
don't.
talk about that in a minute.
But the majority of the investigators, they don't really bother with YouTube. Like, they don't really care. It's either Instagram
Mm-hmm.
or their own Facebook page.
And Instagram is also a place where people go live with this stuff. Hey, Shaw Woman. Hey, Eric from Paranormal Highway. Hi, guys. And Stefan. It is good to see you all. That is Joe Vitale. Of
Sorry.
in the in the flesh. In the flesh. Yeah, I find that interesting because I've just been all YouTube all the time, like for 6 years now. And in the
Yeah.
beginning, I didn't know from live streaming. For 2.5, 3 years, I didn't even know from followers. Does that matter? I had no clue. So the idea of going live on any other platform frightens the heck out of me. It
Yeah.
frightens the heck out of me. I don't know the rules. I don't know the difference. I don't know why and when you go live on Facebook, do you go live on your personal profile or on
Yep.
a page for your
It's
channel?
I can go live on my personal profile, or you can go live on your
From the
like public figure page or whatever.
you can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I can
cool.
actually stream to YouTube, of course,
Mhm.
Facebook.
Mhm.
Um, let's see, Instagram. I don't know why it's not there anymore. You can't do it on Instagram through
Are you
Facebook.
using Restream or something like that?
No, I'm actually using Melon. It's
Oh, okay.
like, yeah, it's like StreamYard, except it's $10 cheaper, and I actually enjoy that a lot more than I do StreamYard. Like,
You can
StreamYard's good for what it is, it really is. But if I can
mhm.
save myself $10,
Right. Right.
I'm going to. So,
Right, right. No, I understand that. I understand that completely.
because I
Oh,
mean,
here, let's see what Eric says. I do multi-stream to all platforms, but I like YouTube the best. But Eric, what do you use to multi-stream? Do you use Restream? Do you use Melon? Do you use StreamYard? I'd love to know what you use. I definitely watch a lot of your live streams, Eric. And I've thought about doing it. I even have a D Live account, but D Live scares me. D Live is like to me when I go on D Live, it's like a dark cave with things flying around. And and I don't know why it just troubles me so that I just leave. I've
no,
meant to try it for a year.
I'll tell you what's scary to stream on, and that's Twitch.
Twitch?
Yeah,
Okay.
that that is like, for me, the dark world. Like,
Well, that's a huge gaming platform. Lots of people there.
it is, but you get a lot of people that come in there and they cause a lot of trouble, and of course you can get in trouble. If
Oh.
somebody says something derogatory, they don't go after the person who said it. I mean, they
Mhm.
do, but ultimately they come down on me,
Well, that
or
doesn't
any type of
that
stream.
doesn't seem fair.
No,
StreamYard to Facebook. Probably. Do you mean D Live Drive? Oh, you go on Twitch too, Eric, huh? Well, bless your heart.
so yeah, you
I,
can stream
I'm
to
just
multiple formats at the
yeah.
same time.
Oh my goodness. I've thought about going to my at least on my Facebook page, but then I don't know how you would see chat from your Facebook page. I
It
guess
is
you
not
have to
easy.
use,
You
yeah.
really like, I have two screens.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
have a
have a
smaller,
huge monitor, so
yeah, I have a smaller screen and a bigger screen. One screen is I use for color
right.
grading. The other is more like for like gaming and stuff like that. It's a faster
Mm-hmm.
refresh rate.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Right, right, right.
um, so it's like, do I need to get another screen? Because I have Facebook over here and
Yeah.
it's obstructing the view of YouTube, or YouTube's obstructing the view of Facebook chat.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I
what do I
see a
do?
lot of people with 3 screens. When you see this setup, when they come onto a back camera or something, and you see a lot of streamers have 3 monitors. Hey, Peak of Otter, how are you? Good to see you. And I like this one. Twitch is the devil. I thought it was Facebook. Twitch is the
Well,
devil.
Facebook is the devil.
Mama said. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I see a lot of them have 3 now. Before I got my new monitor, I had tried to excuse me, frog, ribbit. I tried to set up 2 monitors. Hang on one sec. Windows 11, bless its heart, has this thing. I don't know if you have Windows 11.
I do.
Okay, so have you found this issue? I set up the 2 monitors and they were absolutely beautiful. And one of them was at 144 hertz, but the other one would only go up to 70 hertz, which was the one I was trying to replace because it didn't do HDR or anything. And for one beautiful, magnificent day, it worked. And then the next day, gone. And I did a bunch of research and found out that they both have to be at the same refresh rate. That Windows 11 wants your monitors to be at the same refresh rate. So now I've got a new 30, I don't even know how big this monitor is, and it's at 165 hertz. So if I want a second monitor, I've got to get another one that works at that same refresh rate, or Windows 11 is going to go, nah, not
So
today.
I'm not having that problem. No,
Isn't
the
that
the
weird?
the gaming monitor that I have, the bigger one, it does 144 hertz, and
Right.
then the IPS panel, I think it's just 60. But I'm not
And you're
having
not
any.
having a problem?
No, I'm not having a problem.
Now, why the heck did I have a problem? This is I have a brand new computer. It's a
Right. So
brand new computer.
I mean, it could be the plugs that you're using that go from your laptop or desktop to your monitor. So for the little monitor, I'm just
Mhm.
using an HDMI cable, but
Okay.
I have to use a converter because for some reason it doesn't do HDMI. So I just can use a converter to fix that, no problem.
That sounds like an older monitor. If it's only doing 60 hertz, it's an older monitor.
Right.
Right.
Whereas the bigger monitor, I'm using a completely different type of
Are you using a
hookup.
display port?
Yes.
Yeah. So my monitor's on display port.
Okay.
And then I had the other monitor on HDMI.
That's
And
weird.
the computer, I may get another monitor and try it, but my monitor is so big that I don't know now because I had I had two 27-inch monitors and they were nice. It would have been awesome, except this one I wanted to replace because it was 60 hertz and that it didn't do HD or anything. And I was like, oh, so I went back and forth. Do I just replace that and keep this one? This one only went up to 144 and all the new ones were 165. I'm like, well, if they have to be the same, I've got to get 165. So eventually I decided to get one really big monitor. So I've got,
Right.
one really big monitor that does 165, but I don't know why on earth I had that problem. Did you see what Eric said though? This was interesting. He said you have to pay extra to multi-stream on StreamYard. I didn't know that. You have to have the
So
pro account?
you have all right. So you have the basic, then you have the next step up, and then you have the pro.
Right.
Um, I take issue with StreamYard and a couple of fronts here. I think with the free one, you might be able to stream to two different places. I'm not sure, but I do know for sure you can only stream to one place. Um,
Thank you, Elaine. You are
if
so
you
sweet.
if you pay the $25 or whatever it is a month, then you can multi-stream. But it's all like from the basic to the
On
next
what?
tier up, StreamYard.
Oh, on StreamYard.
Yeah. Now, when you do the paid, yes, you can stream to multiple places, but it's
Right.
still 720p. But
Right.
if you go ahead and pay the ridiculous price of like $50 or whatever it is,
Right.
then they're like, oh, hey, you get extra storage space for this, and
Right.
oh,
Right.
you can stream in 1080p.
1080p. Yeah,
And
I
it's like,
did it for about a week, and then I was like, it's really nice to be able to stream, at 1080p, but I just didn't want to pay $50 a month just for that. I mean, I don't make $50 a month. I don't make, but $5 a month.
I don't make, I mean, honestly, and I'm not complaining, but
No, it's a great service. I've really enjoyed using StreamYard, and I really like it. The thing is, there are other services that are coming out that are giving you 1080p for the $25 a month, and I think that it's going to give them a run for their money.
Right, and hey, I'm not complaining. My channel does not hardly make anything. I'm okay with that.
Right. And yeah, I mean, that's the same thing here. But the thing is, I can't just keep laying it out. I think I'm losing some light.
When I go investigate or whatever, I don't recoup. And honestly, I don't expect to, because this is what I do, and I've been doing it a long time. I don't expect to
my lights won't go
get a ton of donations so I can continue making content and other crap.
Right.
If people want to support it, financially, whatever, awesome, because it certainly does help. But at the same time,
my lights,
this is my thing, and I'm ultimately responsible for, paying, what it costs to out there.
Right. I mean, I understand. I'm the same way. Now, here's an interesting thing. Shawwoman said, can't you just adjust the refresh rate to be the same on both monitors? You can, but when you have a monitor that does 165, you want to run it at 165, and it kills you to turn it down.
Because you see the difference. You don't notice it if you've never seen a monitor that goes beyond 60 hertz. Now, most people do. Most people's TVs are 120 hertz now because of 4K and HDR.
Yeah.
But
my lights while you're doing this.
When you see a monitor, like when you jump from a 60 hertz to a 120 or a 144 or beyond that, it's like you don't want to go back, because you can you can tell the difference.
You really don't. You really don't want to go back. I'm trying to get my lights. My lights are like flipping out. Like, why are you flipping out? I don't understand. I made the mistake the other night of turning them off because I turned the computer off before I turned the lights off. So I turned them off manually. Do yourself a favor. Don't ever turn your lights off manually. Come on, baby. Come on.
No. Yeah. We were talking about we were kind of talking earlier about the Wednesday night little shows that I do where we interview people. Yeah. The two that we had on yesterday, they're hilarious. I haven't.
Oh yeah, they were. That was a great show last night. If anybody hasn't watched, Joe's link is in. I mean, I'm sure you all follow Joe already. But if you're watching this down the road and you don't follow Joe because it's really cool. The panels he's had on. Plus, he's got something new coming up that we're going to talk about. I'm going to open my window and get some more air in here and light.
Yeah.
Look, you can see.
The first time I met Braxton, that was actually at Waverly Hills, and I believe the following year I met April. But in between that, the two met, and they hit it off. But they're fun. They're funny.
They were great. Hey, Lady Blind Wolf. Hey, guys. No, they were great. They're a couple, and they're paranormal investigators somewhere in the country or somewhere in the world.
Right now they're in Texas.
Okay.
They were in Florida, and I thought they were still in Florida, but they ended up going to Texas. So.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, they were great. I mean, they were a lot of fun, and she sounds like she's a medium. And she,
I know a lot of people, like even myself. You hear all the time, "Oh, I'm a medium. I'm this and I'm that," and it's like everybody and their mother is has this ability or a gift or whatever you want to call it, and so I do believe that people can have those talents or gifts or curse, whatever you want to call them.
Curse,
but it's so far and few between, and I've only met just a couple people where I'm like, okay.
Yeah, they're like the real thing, you know. And I
Now,
get that, you know. And I there was a long time where I tried to figure out where I fell in the spectrum, you know, like what am I? You know, what is this thing that happens to me? And I would never call myself a medium. I'm not. I
you're just you.
totally get what they do. I'm just sensitive. That's it. You
Yeah,
know, lucky me.
right. And
But
I
no, they
do
were
believe,
really cool.
yeah, and I do believe that people can be very sensitive to their surroundings. I
Mm-hmm.
do believe
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
because I'm again, I'm not saying I have abilities or anything like that, but I'm pretty sensitive around certain things like EMF. Oh my god, I get a headache if it's high enough,
Oh,
and I
yeah,
don't feel good.
yeah.
I did a
You know,
security. I can't
oh,
really say when I say security, I don't mean I was like, oh, just a security officer with a fake little badge. Oh, get out of here. No.
no, but the security systems, like I will go into stores where I can hear that high pitched sound where most people can't. So that's great. I'm probably keen on with the dog whistle too, but I can
Yep.
hear it. But what happens to me, like I go into certain stores, my hands swell up for no reason. And it is so annoying. And I'm listening to this sound in my ears and my hands are swelling up. So I'm like this. I'm like Lady Macbeth, for God's sake. It's like terrible. And I hate it. And it's my husband's like, "What are you talking about?" You know, my son's like, "What is the matter with you? I don't hear anything." And my daughter's like, "Oh my God." So my daughter
But yeah,
inherited that.
as I did security at a power plant. This was shortly after
Oh,
9/11, and
oh,
my job wasn't, like I said, I wasn't running around trying to keep people out. No, it was more than that. We'll say,
oh
made sure
man.
certain things within the system were protected and
Right,
making sure
right,
things
right.
were good to
But
go.
still, all that energy around you.
And
Oh,
I always had a headache and I was always sick. I would leave the place and
oh,
like
that's
30 minutes
horrible.
later I would be fine.
Yeah,
I couldn't, I
yeah,
was like, man, like I couldn't
yeah,
figure it out. I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, what is going on? Why am I always sick here?
yeah.
And it dawned on me. I was talking to one of the
Oh.
one of the engineers at the power plant, and
Mhm.
he could tell it wasn't feeling good. I said, I don't know, man. Every time I come here, it doesn't matter where I'm at, I am sick, man. I don't feel good. He's like, well, you're being bombarded by all this stuff. I'm like, oh gosh. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm a paranormal investigator. Why didn't I figure this out?
Why didn't it occur to me? Yeah, no, it's I know what you're talking about because I feel it too, and it's really it's annoying, but I guess we're all just on different, frequencies, and if you're lucky enough to not have any of that bother you, well, that's awesome. It's great. I know when I go into certain stores, it's going to be in my head the whole time I'm there while I
Yeah.
watch everybody just walk around Blythe spirit. But the new thing you're doing on your channel now, and I know you had sent out you had posted this new thing that you're going to be doing. Is it debunking videos or is
So it's called Can It Be Faked? And I purposely did
okay?
call it Can It Be Faked because you can insert,
Hmm.
stuff into that sentence like, you know,
Okay.
can EVPs be faked? Or, whatever. But I'm just keeping
Hmm.
it simple, can it be faked? So
Right.
um, what I'm doing is, well, first off, this is how this whole thing came about. Okay. So for quite some time, again, away from like, the YouTube thing, but talking to a lot of my friends within the paranormal community, we're
Hmm.
seeing this thing where TV is now featuring, these YouTubers who are,
Mm.
I'm not going to like name anybody or anything like
I
that,
know, I know.
but there's, they're
Oh.
faking things and they're passing it off as it's being real. And now you have
Mhm.
these entertainers
Yeah.
who are getting invited to events to,
Mhm.
to either lead an investigation, which okay, that's cool, whatever. But to stand
I
up there and
know.
do speaking engagements about the paranormal, it's like, dude, I don't think you've ever experienced anything paranormal in your life. You run a channel that's just purely entertainment. And
Right,
I don't
right.
have anything against, the entertainment aspect of that. as long
Right.
as they're transparent about it. Now, some of them will be like,
Right.
they'll put the word entertainment only in the description at the bottom. Who the hell
Mm.
reads the description?
Nobody.
Right. Half the time I forget to put my own
I don't
description
think
in my
anybody
videos.
does,
Right.
honestly.
And then when something gets pointed out, like, this wasn't real, guys, now you have the YouTube debunkers, when they point things out,
Right.
then all of a sudden their fans are like, no, 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 they didn't, blah, blah. And it's like, well, it's blatantly obvious.
Yeah.
And it's terrible because a lot of their followers, they'll follow them off a cliff. Like, these content creators can do no wrong. Like,
I
they're the real
know. I
deal.
know. It's
Um,
crazy. It's crazy. I know.
so, we were talking about that. And like, this is going to come to a head here.
Hmm.
We had the shape, he's doing his thing.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Rick
Yeah.
Debunk, he's not, I don't know what happened with him. Recently, now Keith, he's doing things where he's looking at people's videos and giving his thoughts and stuff like that on there.
Hmm.
And, Keith Campbell, Wake Paranormal, he's a paranormal investigator. Yes, he does like to throw some entertaining stuff out there,
Right. Right.
but his
Right.
paranormal stuff,
Hmm.
it's genuine and it's
Yeah.
true.
So you're going
Uh,
to be doing a series basically going over the stuff that you have done and how it could be faked.
So what I'm doing is, to a point, yeah. So what I'm doing is, I have rules and situations.
Mm-hmm.
So the rules are basically breaking my own rules, as in, I said I will not fake anything.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of am faking, with those types of videos. Um,
Mm.
the scenario, I look at, different things that people are doing uh,
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube. So,
Mm-hmm.
for example, can certain things be faked during a live stream? Now, I did just put up the very first episode a couple of hours ago.
I have to watch that.
Can EVPs be faked during a live stream? Now, of course, I did not live stream this, but I did a continuous recording. There was no stopping, no edits, no
Right.
nothing. And
Right.
all I did was pre-record whatever I wanted, the answers to the question.
Oh God.
So I did it two different ways. One, um, I just went on text to voice, typed in what I wanted it to say.
Oh, on your phone or something?
Now it took my digital recorder. I don't know where it's at. It took one of my digital recorders, my nicer digital recorders. Here it is,
Okay.
right in front of my face. Basically, I took this recorder and I
Okay.
set it pretty close to my speakers, but I made sure want to make sure to volume levels and stuff like that. So,
Mhm.
I asked a question while I was there. Um, if anyone's here, what's your name? Magically, I got a name. Then
Oh,
I
okay.
went, did another one. I wanted to make sure that it said slave. The setup was, I'm going to a cemetery that I supposedly have never been to before and never researched or looked into it, but this is what I'm hearing. And I put myself in the scenario again,
Mhm.
live streaming, guys. This is, like, I'm acting. I'm a terrible actor, but I'm only mimicking what I see most YouTubers do. All
You
like, oh
just
my
try to
god, you
make it
guys, you can't make
my
this up.
God.
Yeah, you can't make this up. And when I said that, I'm like, I am so totally making this up. It can't be made
Oh,
up.
no.
But
Oh, well, just so you all know, whenever I go out to a cemetery, I'm not faking anything.
I
That
did
would be
have.
too much. That's a lot of work. It's gotta be a lot of work
It was so easy,
to fake this stuff, though.
but this was so easy. I
Oh,
just went
like,
to.
what about some of the videos you watch where they're doing what masking is, right?
Right, yeah, those
Right,
are.
where they're masking and they're making it look like they're being pulled off a bed or
Yeah,
something. That's like I first of all, I have no idea how to do it. Second of all, that can't be easy because I know that editing an 8-minute video where everything is just from A to B takes me 8 hours. So how long does it take to do that?
What a lot of them will do is they'll actually send their footage off to somebody in like South America or Africa or something like that. I'm not kidding. And
Seriously?
they'll pay them, and it's cheap. It's like you can get them cheap, anywhere from 25 to $150 to edit a video and say, hey, but I need you to hide this. I need you to do that. And they'll do it.
So there's somebody in the world that's complicit, that knows, but they figure they're so far away that they'll never come in contact with their hundreds of thousands of followers.
Right. And I'm sure there's
crazy.
NDAs attached to, the whole thing. But hey,
I always wonder how they do it.
Right.
But I don't have the patience to even try to figure it out, let alone do it. I just can't imagine.
When you watch the video, one of the recorders is on me. You cannot see it. You would never know. If somebody says, oh, hey, I see the recorder, I want to know where they seen it, because there's no way they had seen the recorder. The other recorder, I had actually placed, and I totally forgot to put this in the video. It was behind a headstone.
So it's playing back something you recorded before, and you're just like remembering the order and asking the questions.
Yep.
Like you've scripted it out, and then that's work too.
There's one thing that I did that
I'm not lazy, people, but that just seems like a whole lot of work.
There is something that I did do. I'm not going to say what it is. I'm
Don't tell me. I haven't watched it yet.
I'm hoping. Oh, I won't say anything until somebody really points it out.
Okay, don't say anything, because I want to watch it after. So don't say anything. I'm going to watch it. Guys, go watch Joe's video. What is it called? Can this be faked?
Can it be faked?
Can it be faked on Entity 7 Paranormal, Joe Vitale? Check it out. I haven't watched it yet, so I have to watch it. I didn't have time today. I had to run home and get everything set up here.
Yeah, there's something I did now. Like I said, there's something that I did, and I did it on purpose because I wanted to see if people would catch it. Because
the shape is going to catch it. The shape is going to catch it.
He might.
He's so funny.
So,
but I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch.
But yeah, I want to see. I also want to see, like I said, if how much attention is being paid to, this stuff. So I may sneak in a few things here and there and not tell anybody. And
well, it sounds like a really cool series.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So.
I don't know where Fun Chicken Paranormal is. He said, get ready for it, and he didn't come on yet. Ray.
So, I'll be doing a bunch of other ones. One I'm going to be doing, I'm not even going to, well, I believe you're in the mod chat on my channel, or for my channel on Facebook. Yeah. You should be a moderator.
On Facebook? I don't know.
No, I'm not. I mean, like, I have a chat, for certain moderators. You should be in that.
On Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check it out.
I'll have to check. I may not have. Huh.
I don't know. I'm so bad with Facebook. I don't pay as much attention.
So I did, because again, I need transparency, and it's a pretty big stunt here that I'll be doing.
Oh boy.
But the moderators, they had the heads up on it, and this should be.
I don't know anything about it, so I don't know. So, you'll have to let me know what you're.
But I'll be doing other things too, with spirit boxes, and I don't know if anybody can actually see this or not, but
what is string?
Yep.
Is it string or fishing line or something?
It's just string. All it is spindleless string.
Wow, it's really thin. I mean, you can't even see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that how they make things like
during live streams? That they maybe they can do it. I don't know, but we'll find out. But actually, and I found this quite some time ago. I forgot that I actually had it. I was at a location, and there was somebody else who actually investigated the place before me. Now, I'm not going to say the name of the location because I don't want people thinking, "Oh, the location is on." They are not, but. A very popular YouTuber was at this location before me. Now, the place was being worked on being renovated and things like that. So it was closed for a while. The first person back into the place was a really big YouTube, or is a really big YouTuber, and I was after that person.
Okay.
And when I went in there, I'm finding string, and I found this spindle, and
that's disheartening. It's really disheartening. It really is.
Behind me, I have T-shirts hanging up on my wall, and by tacks that I found at locations with some string on them. So I don't find it all the time. I kind of misspoke on something.
Makes you wonder why you bother. There he is. He's finally here. He's finally here.
Hooray!
The chicken is here.
What a day I've had.
Where all the places will go.
My.
What happened? You see Joe is here.
Hi, Joe.
Fun Chicken Ray is here. What happened to you today, Ray? What happened?
I got my oil changed at Valvoline.
Cool.
Got my transmission fluid flush.
Yeah, they always try to upcharge you to do that.
Yeah.
No, I needed it anyways. I planned on doing it.
Okay.
They were surprised. They were more surprised than I was. And
that you wanted to have it done?
Yeah. There was 5 people there, and the only one knew how to do it.
Oh,
So that took.
Did he know how to do it well?
Yeah, it was okay. It was all right.
Okay.
No one got injured, as far as I know.
That's good.
I took my car in for an oil change, and they had told me, "Hey, your gearbox, it's all messed up. You're gonna have to get it replaced, but we can do it for you pretty cheap. It's only gonna cost you $50." I'm like, "You think I'm stupid?"
What? Your gearbox for $50? They wanted to take it off of your car, out of your car. I'm gonna open my box while we're talking.
Oh, you got a box? What is it?
Oh, well, you were not here, so you didn't see the first box. Okay, so we have to. I don't know what the word is. Go back. I'm working on a new radio. See how blingy it's getting?
Wow.
Okay, so for this radio, I have more bling to put on it. And when I do, I'm going to put these sound activated lights on it. And we tested them before, and they were really cool, except you can't turn them off. But we'll work around that.
I actually
I can't turn them off.
It's terrible looking, but I made a Faraday cage to put.
Oh, there you go.
So basically, you put your spirit box in this little thing. I'm gonna make a bigger one. I just wanted to see if I could actually get it to work cheaply. Although tinfoil isn't exactly cheap.
Microwave.
Stefan says send a link. Do you mean a link to his channel or his new series? His channel link is in my description, if that's what we're referring to. If there's something else, let us know, Stefan, and we'll ask Joe to send the link.
So without quickly explaining here, you put your spirit box in this thing, and what it does is it actually cuts out basically all radio signals.
That's what a Faraday bag or Faraday,
the bags are useless. They're a waste of money. They don't work. Yeah, but
not when you got all that Reynolds wrap.
Yeah. So, that's not exactly cheap.
Oh, is that enough stuffing?
Right.
Your kidney in there?
There's not. There's a what?
A kidney.
A kidney. Yeah. Yes. Let me go. I have to rush it to the.
I remember I had ordered something and they came in this big box. I'm like, all I ordered was like this tiny little thing. I opened the box up and it's all the packing peanuts and the plastic poppy things, whatever the hell they are.
Packing peanuts are horrible.
And I'm like,
oh my goodness.
Really? Actually, in fact, it was just a little hard drive that I had ordered for my new build. They come in this big ass box. I'm like,
Wow,
It's just a
that's
little
so
hard drive.
weird. You know what I always wanted to do? I always wanted to buy one of those return pallets from Amazon or something. I see people on YouTube doing it. I always wanted to do that. All right, we're getting there. Oh my
Look
lord.
at all that bubble wrap. Holy cow.
Oh, it's hermetically sealed. I'm psyched. I ordered a couple of paranormal mystery boxes. I can't wait to get those and share them with everybody.
Whoa.
That's it. Scissor.
Right now, that is a paranormal mystery box.
Well, I know what it's supposed to be. Oh, finally.
So many jokes could be made right now. But anyways,
I like the way you're
Ta-da!
thinking.
Another one. This is like the 35th, maybe the 34th 2125 I've ever bought.
you're making someone in Taiwan really rich.
Yeah.
I don't know. There are people all over. We're gonna test this one because the last one I got, I had to send
This
back.
woman, she keeps buying the boxes.
Who is she? Who is she? The last one I bought, I had to just send back because
Her whole family's like, "Yay, we can eat again."
when I get them, the first thing I do is I put the batteries in it to make sure it works. And I opened it up, and the battery strap, you could tell it had been like it was dipped in battery acid, which meant batteries had been left in the radio too long. And then there was remnants of acid in there. And I thought, okay, well, you know what? I can live with that if the radio works. I put the batteries in. The radio would not go to FM at all. Hey, Shrimp Shack, how are you? Good to see y'all.
I mean, I like the radio you sent me. I love it. It's nice and quiet. It's not annoying.
Yeah, no, they're one of my favorite radios, really. Next to my, of course, my Hulti radio. But we're gonna see if this one goes to FM now.
I'm gonna do it to the box that you sent me as well. But yeah, I'm gonna be putting them. I'm gonna be making a much bigger version of this. I'm gonna be putting the boxes in something like this to cut out all the radio frequencies.
Well, doesn't it have to go all the way around? Like, doesn't it have to be a totally enclosed box?
Yeah, I do have a top for it. Yeah, I do have a top for it.
Oh, okay. All right.
I said to my wife today, I said, "Hey, I got a girl in a dress on my lap kissing me right now." And this is what I said to her.
That is so cute. Oh my god.
Yep, that's the box.
Radio Shack. Well, Shrimp Shack. I mean, oh hey, Christina Bell. I'll let you know the next time I have one. I'm this one I'm doing for myself, but this one I am probably gonna sell. So I'll let you know when it's ready. But let's just see if it works.
I think it works.
No, not necessarily. Okay, it's on FM.
So far, anyways.
And it's actually in FM. The other one, when I would turn it to FM, it would still. All right, it would only be in AM, except nothing would come through. And then I put it on AM, and it would be in AM. But then shortwave would come through on the AM. I was listening to people talking to each other, and I'm like, that's not right. And I tried and couldn't get it. It's damaged. So whatever had happened with, my guess is it was either in a damp environment or it definitely had batteries in it. Somebody had probably found the radio and it had been around, and batteries had probably been in it for years. And you know, batteries, what they do when they get old, they leak, and that causes hella damage to any kind of electronics. And so I don't know how the battery leakage in this part of the radio damaged this part of the radio. That's bad damage. And so you move it to FM, but it was still on AM, still showing AM stations, nothing. AM was giving me some shortwave and one Spanish station. Honestly, if the radio had worked in AM, I probably would have just kept it as an AM box. But I felt so bad. Out of the 30 plus radios that I've ever bought of this kind of radio, it was the only one I have ever sent back and asked for a refund. I felt really bad. But this one seems to work very nicely. Sweet. And it's in beautiful shape. So, yep, this one I'm going to make into a ghost box. And this one I'll probably sell, Shrimp Shack. So message me on Facebook if you are interested. And that's what I do. That's what I do. But this one I'm keeping because this one's going to be all kind of shiny, bleeny.
Hey, booked a Hilton Head flight today.
The what?
Hilton Head.
Oh, you're flying.
Yeah, Savannah. We need you to pick us up, by the way.
Of course, we'll pick you up. Very exciting. Very, very, very exciting. Yes, he's going to be
Notice
down
I
there.
sprung it on her on a live stream.
Well, no, you told me earlier you were coming, and so we have to make some plans for what we're going to investigate this
We
time
got to
when
go
we're
back
down
to
there.
Sorrel Weed House, man.
You want to? If you want to go back to Sorrel Weed, I'll book
Heck
it.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
you have to let me know if your half of Spouse Paranormal wants to go this time.
Well, I don't care.
You don't care. Well, I have to know how many tickets to buy, Ray. I care.
Me and you.
It's not like I'm coming with my entourage. I have to tell them how many people.
2. Me and you.
2. All right.
Ooh, potential spam. Do I? I do.
No. Oh no.
Hello?
Calling from Injury Help Desk regarding a previous online survey.
I'm not
You may be
gay.
eligible for compensation. Press 1 if you were diagnosed
Sure you are.
after exposure to weed killer Roundup.
Oh
If you no longer wish to be contacted, press 2 to be removed.
Well, I'll just
no.
press
Don't
two.
press 2. Don't press 2.
No problem.
It doesn't work. It's a trap.
You will no longer be disregarding
It's a
this
trap. It's a trap. It's a trap.
Please press 3.
They just mark your number down as somebody who answered the phone and responded to a prompt and sell you to somebody else. Don't do it. Just
Well, you have to listen. When you hit 2, you have to listen to it all the way through because then they go to another. If you're sure you want to do this, hit 3. Most people just hit 2 and hang up. I was really hoping
then if you go through it and you did 2 and then you listen to all that and you hit 3, then you're really worth something to the next person they sell you to.
I was really hoping that it would be a real person on the other end because I love having fun with those people.
Oh no. Well, at least you're not worried about your car warranty,
Well, I was with Matt one time and they called about my car warranty.
Oh God.
And I answered. Matt was driving and hey, we're calling about your car's extended warranty. I'm like, I don't have a car. And I'm like, you know what? You people keep calling me. Forget it. I'm ending it right here, right now. I'm done with life. And I made this horrible sound and hung up. No, they actually hung up.
Oh, I like this. My dad talks to scammers in Italian. That's great.
I do the Indian accent, Hello, how you doing today?
Oh my God. Well, I mean, there's a couple of channels on YouTube that I like to watch. There's Jim Browning is one of them. He's great with the scammers, but he I think he's British. I'm not sure, but he calls them up. And then he has a computer program where he gets in and he can see all the people that they've called. And he actually contacts those people to explain to them, because these people are just getting taken. And then there's Hoax Hotel. He's the one that will call one scammer and then call another scammer and then put them on the phone with each other.
Yeah. There's actually one that I watched where I don't know how this guy knew it, but he knew who he was talking to. And he was somehow patched into the place where they all are. 'Cause, I mean, it's like just one big room with a bunch of scammers and their computers.
Oh yeah.
But he was showing them, and
he was showing them their camera.
Yeah.
Right.
Somehow.
He was hacking into their security camera.
Yeah. So he called one of them by their name, and he kind of flipped out. He's like, "That's not my name." He's like, "Yes, it is," and he said his name and said where exactly they were at, and it freaked him out. And he handed the phone over. No, it was a female. Then she hung up. She gave the phone to somebody else, and the guy was like, "Sir, could you please tell me your name?" He's like, "You already know my name. What's your name?" And the guy's like, "You already know my name." "No, I don't. You haven't said who you were yet." And he's toying with him. But then the guy eventually did say his name. And yeah, that guy was kind of spooked. He's like, like, oh my God, like freaking out.
That's because these people that are really good at this are better hackers than those people, because those people are just trained to read a script and get you to use. They're using legitimate websites to get on your computer to do nefarious things.
Right.
So, I mean, oftentimes they've been reported to the companies that they're using the software of, but that's why it looks so legit, because they're using a legitimate website, Log Me In, or, Rescue 123, or they're using legit things. And if they get you to log in and they get into your computer, but I love the guys that set up a virtual machine on their computer and they let them log in. And once the guy logs into his computer, he knows how to log back into the. I absolutely adore it. I'll just get some popcorn and sit here for hours watching him do it, because it's so deserving.
There was somebody else, I don't remember who it was. It wasn't a scam call. It was, people like, hey, are you interested, in having your roof repaired or whatever the hell it was? Well, the guy had seen, this incoming call. He knew what it was, and he records them all. And the guy introduced himself. He's like, well, this is Detective so-and-so. Do you know this person? And the guy's like, no. He's like, well, you just asked for him. He's like, look, I'm just at a call center. And I mean, the guy played it like he was detective. He's like, you realize you just called a crime scene. And the guy's like, we're gonna have to talk here, buddy. And kind of then he got kind of funny. He's like, so you don't know this guy? Maybe maybe one night you two got drunk, went to Mexico. Hey, I'm not judging. Maybe you two got intimates, and and the caller was like, the caller hung up.
That's great. No, I've heard of that. That is really awesome.
If I can find it again, I will send it to you. It's pretty funny.
No, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's a good one. Yeah, no, we get them all day at work, and it just drives us crazy.
Have you seen the guy who does the glitter bombs and the fart spray?
Yes.
Send it to the India.
Porch pirates.
Yes.
No, he sent it to the scammers in India.
Oh, no, I didn't know that. I've seen the guys that do it to porch pirates who steal the boxes off people's porches. They get a surprise.
Also did a smoke bomb in a motorcycle helmet and live rats in a lunchbox.
Oh, man.
What was that?
Do you have a spaceship going off there?
That was
like, I can't talk about it, but what do you mean? I don't understand.
It's like the mothership. It's like the mothership taking off.
In my country, we don't ask questions like that.
That was just a really strange sound, right?
You ask questions like that, there could be collusions involved.
Oh my God, that is so funny. Well, I look forward to your new videos, Joe. Hello, Betty Hanks. How are you? Thanks for joining us. We are hanging out here talking to Joe Vitale from Entity 7 Paranormal about his new series. I can't get my lights to work because I screwed up my setup, so I'm in the dark. You know what it is? Last night I turned the computer off and I got up and I'm like, oh, my lights are on. So I turned them off manually. So when I turned the computer on today, they were still off manually, which means they didn't load in. They didn't load in. So the computer is like, lights, nuh-uh, lights, nuh-uh. No, there's no lights here. We don't need to see no stinking lights. I expected his ringtone to be some funky chicken, not space craze. Is that what it is? Was that your ringtone?
Yeah, for when people send me a message.
It's called Space Craze.
I don't know what it's called.
That's all right. I found out from friends of ours.
I know
recently.
What it is, so I don't have to,
Me, I'd be like,
iPhone? Is that someone else's phone? I don't know.
Friends of ours recently told us, we went over to dinner at a friend's house, and they're like, oh, yeah, you can change the voice on Waze. You know what Waze is, right? It's an app you use for directions and stuff. And I was like, well, that's kind of cool. So for a couple of days, I changed it to Finnish, because I'm trying to learn my family's language. I'm trying to learn Finnish. And it was a little, because my daughter and I decided to go somewhere. And then all of a sudden, well, we both learned how to say turn right. And that's about all we got out of it. And then I thought, oh, that's enough of that. So But they told me, my friends told me they had been in Poland visiting her family, and one of the little nieces loves Paw Patrol, so they changed it to Paw Patrol. But of course, it was Paw Patrol in Polish. So I was looking through it, and I'm like, wait a minute. So my ways right now is Master Chief from, I guess, Halo. Is that the game, Halo? You should hear him. You set up where you want to go, and you hit go, and he goes, "Why aren't we driving yet?" Like, I'm sorry, Mr. Chief. And then he'll be like, obstruction ahead, eyes up. This could be a trap. My daughter's in the car. She's like, this could be a trap. What is wrong with your ways? I'm like, it's all right. It's just Master Chief. And then when you get where you're going, it's like, what does he say? Oh no, he eyes up. And then he'll say, destination, you've arrived at your destination. Good work out there, he says.
Before the days of cell phone or smartphones, we had a GPS and we could download like different voices and stuff like that. And I found out there was Beavis and Butthead. I'm like, oh, we got to check that out. So I did. And it was funny about the first half hour, and then it got annoying. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. Exactly, yeah.
Turn right too.
Yeah. You're going the wrong way, dumbass. Like they would literally say that. And then Beavis would be like, yeah.
Oh my god, that's
like,
so
oh my
good.
God. Yeah, it was funny.
I gotta look through more voices.
It was funny for the first half hour.
Hello, Rashid.
But then it just got repetitive and annoying, and I'm like, I can't do this no more. I want Morgan Freeman, damn it.
Wait. I have to see what other voices are in here now.
We're going to turn right.
You have to plan a drive to do it. I've got to look up some more. That is so great.
Yeah, we need Morgan Freeman. That would be great.
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
You mean God?
Yeah.
God is going to tell you where to go. Oh my God, it's so funny, and I'm loath to change it now because he's got that low voice. He's like, turn right, fallout. That's what he says. He's like, an exit in 1 mile, fallout. I'm like, does he say fallout a lot in the game or something?
No, he hardly talks, to be honest.
I don't know, but he's pretty cool. He sounds like a cool, good-looking dude. Actually, he's got a really good voice. Whoever you are out there who does the voice of Master Chief, I love you. No, I really like his voice. It's very calming. So I'll have to look at what GPS app. What GPS is that? It's called Waze. WAZE. It's great. I was this many days old when I found out that I could change the voice on it, because I was joking with them, because back in the day we had a TomTom or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And the TomTom, I'm talking 10, 12 years ago, right? So I got a TomTom, but I hated this female voice that was always yakking at me, go left, go right. I'm like, I don't like her. I want a man's voice on there. So I went on the internet and I searched and I figured out how to download the file. And we're talking like 12 years ago now. Download the file, and I plugged it in, and I was able to override the files on the TomTom and replace it with the man's voice. And it was everybody got a really big kick out of it.
Well, it's funny because those guys, we use GPS, and we would complain, the girlfriend, the wife, whatever, is always yakking, you got to go this way, and here we are, we got this GPS, and it's always the female voice. 99% of us use the female voice.
That's right.
But we don't, like, for whatever. I guess we're just so used to women. But you can change it. You can. Oh golly, what did I do? Yeah,
you can change it. Can change it.
It does get. Matt's heard me. Somebody else has heard me freaking rage on my GPS. Like it was.
Oh yeah. When it leads you to a dead end, or it says, here's the highway, but there's like woods between you and the highway that you're supposed to get on. Been there, done that.
It's like, please make a right turn. All right, I got it. Please make a right turn. Then da 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 da, and then da da da.
The U-turning.
and then
U-turn.
you get like so many feet, and it goes through the whole thing again. It's like, I got it. Like, holy crap.
I just went in a circle. I just went in a circle. Oh yeah, no, it's
I
like
changed the
you know what-
voice on mine to the English woman.
Oh, uh-huh.
And we were driving to Gettysburg last year. We were just outside Pittsburgh, and it said, "Take this exit towards Pittsburgh."
Pittsburgh.
And
my SIRI is an Irish dude. I don't want to wake him up though. But an Irish man speaking English, not Gaelic, because yeah, no. My
think they
daughter's
used
trying to
to
learn
have-
Gaelic.
I think they used to have Dr. Evil's voice.
What?
I if I remember right, they also had Fat Bastard's voice.
Oh, same
Um,
guy.
They had the voices
Same
from
guy.
South Park.
On Center
Oh,
Avenue
my.
toward North Sheridan Street.
I'm gonna do this Pittsburgh thing. That was freaking hilarious.
I had an Australian man. She sounds pissed.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see if I can. I gotta let you hear Master Chief because he's really cool. So Waze, I'm not affiliated with Waze people, but okay, let's see where I can.
Is that
make it
just, you have to
live.
download that app, or is that what Apple's version of
Head west on
like
Center
Google
Avenue
Maps?
toward North Sheridan Street.
Ah,
I don't. Oh, you mean Waze isn't on Android?
fine.
Okay, hang
No,
on.
no,
a second.
Yeah,
no.
no,
I
we
have
got Waze.
I have an
I
iPhone.
don't like it though. love
Let's see. Let me put. I'm just gonna put in Empire State Building. Okay, let's see if he talks. I don't know if he will.
Looks like you're my ride. Not sure if you've got experience saving the galaxy, but you're about to get some. Let's go. In a quarter of a mile, turn right.
I mean, it's great. It's just, I don't know. It's the little things, people.
Yeah.
It's the little things. The little things. Me and Master Chief driving around the world.
So
I have an echo. Oh, I don't know.
I'm
I hear
going to say
lawnmower.
that you have to download the app, and it's not the app that comes with the iPhone, the standard whatever the hell.
It looks like this little dude, this little bubble dude that kind of actually looks like my tattoo.
Uh-huh.
Hang on a second.
Cynthia liked it so much she got a tattoo of it. Yeah, I see.
You should sue him for copyright infringement.
Yeah.
That was a
You
weird
show
sound inside. It
Yeah.
sounded like a
That's a trademark.
Yeah, I think the echo was just Master Chief showing. I think Master Chief had an echo.
I'm going to download that app. I'll see.
There's a lot of, let me see. There's a lot. Hang on a second. Oh yes, let's keep going. Okay, so now I have to go to the microphone. No.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay, so now we're here, and let's see. You hit the microphone, and then you go to. Okay, so when you're in it, then you hit you set your directions up, and then you go into it, and see how it says. I don't think you can see it. It says voice directions. So I'm going to hit it, and I'm going to see what other voices there are. I wish I could show this to you guys, but okay. So the very first voice is Sarah, someone named Sarah. These are just American, but then there's boy band. Now, I can't imagine what boy band sounds like.
I don't even want to know.
Boy band? Wait, no, I have to know. Sorry, Master Chief. Don't hate me. Okay, let's see. Okay. I think I have to start it again to make boy band work. So let's try it again. This ought to be interesting. Okay, so where? Oh, wait a minute. There it was. Nope. Go back. Okay. This ought to be good. Now you're going to hear the echo again, guys. Nothing I can do about it.
Okay, here we go.
That's it? That's all we
Right.
get? That's it. That is so lame. No, boy band, you lose. That's just lame. Okay, 90s pop star, 80s aerobic instructor. There is Paw Patrol. If you or your children are
Yeah,
a
I
fan of
see
Paw
that.
Patrol, and I don't have a clue what it sounds like because I don't know what Paw Patrol sounds like. I know my niece and nephew who are very little like Paw Patrol.
Yeah, there's a lot
But,
of different voices on here, but
I don't know what Esharum is. What are these things?
I was
There's
kind of
Boy
hoping that
George. Boy George. What are you looking for?
I'm just looking to see what would be interesting.
Oh my goodness. Who is Simon? Christina Aguilera can give you directions. That should be good. You can
Yeah, I
have
see that too.
Master Chief in Spanish.
Yep.
Master Chief in Spanish, Pop Star 90 in French.
They need drill sergeant.
Wow. Master Chief might be as close as you're going to get, but you can get Master Chief in an awful lot of languages. Holy free holies, Batman. Oh, they have Finnish, which is actually called Suomi. Suomi. That's the language of Finland. Well, that's what Finland is called, Suomi. Boy band. I don't know. I think I'm going to go. Let's see what 90s. Christina Aguilera. Let's try her. This ought to be interesting. I wonder if she's going to sing it. No, cancel it. Now we'll try it again. This should be good. Okay, so let's do the Empire State Building again. Okay, here we go. Christina.
What a girl wants to get going. So let's drive.
I take it that's one of her songs.
I don't know.
What a girl wants. That is
don't-
so cute. How did they get
I-
Christina?
Never listened to Christina Aguilera.
I couldn't
I
tell
only
you
look
if
at
that
her.
was. I couldn't wait. Here, wait. 70s DJ. That's going to sound good. Let's try that one. So I have to reset it every time so you get that beginning thing, right? Where to Empire State. Okay, here we go. 70s DJ.
I hope your drive is as sweet as a summer snow cone.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
but
my.
that's funny. That's funny. Oh, that is funny. That is funny.
They need
Okay.
the guy who does the commercials for like way back in the day when they did like the motocross or the monster truck show. Sunday.
Sunday, Raceway Park. I know. I live in New York, and I was in New Jersey, and that commercial is burned into all of our brains here forever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another commercial that's burned into my brain is from a car dealership, and it's the same commercial. It's been the same forever, and it's this cartoon of a guy with a banjo or an acoustic guitar, one of the two. And
We
he's
are ready to roll.
got this
Drive
dog.
safe. Let's start by flexing that belly button.
As an aerobics instructor, how do you?
That sounded really flamboyant. Hey guys, let's get going.
Weird. It was a woman, but how do you drive and flex your belly?
I have no idea.
I am a little confused. But there are a lot. What does headspace mean? All right, you know what? I've talked about Paw Patrol enough. We're going to have to listen to it. This is in honor of my niece and nephew, who will never know I did this because they're too young to watch me. Empire State Building. Here we go. Paw Patrol. God knows what it's going to sound like.
RoboDog just installed Waze in the Paw Patroller, which means we are really ready to save the day. Come on, let's go.
If I was into Paw Patrol, that would be totally cool.
Yeah. We're a little too old for that, but okay.
Well, you know, eventually my grandson might be into it. I got to see him today, so that was cool. Came to visit us at work again.
My kids grew up with Blue's Clues.
Yeah, I remember my kids watching that, and then I remember them watching Oh, what was that really funny one? The one with Timmy and the fairly odd parents.
I
Oh,
watched that too with my kids. I
my
won't
kids
lie.
would watch it and laugh, and I would stand behind them and laugh my butt off.
Yeah.
That was one of those brilliant shows that was written for both kids and the adults standing there babysitting them. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
A lot of them
your
were like
comments
that.
stop. Well, I can see your comment, Betty. How are you?
Um,
Sorry, guys. This is too much fun. Okay, I have to put it back to Master Chief though, because he's my guy. He's my guy.
let's see. My kids, they would watch the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I would watch it with them too because it was entertaining because there was some adult humor in there.
Well, that's the thing. They Phineas.
Yeah, that
Phineas and
too.
Ferb. Oh my goodness. No, I remember Fairly Odd Parents, and then when they got a little older, we watched Metalocalypse together.
Oh, geez.
We love Metalocalypse. I mean, laughing until you can't breathe because it's just so funny.
Both my kids were into Courage the Cowardly Dogs. I'd watch that stuff with them too because I mean it's such a weird cartoon.
Is it? I've heard of it. Oh, Cat Dog.
No,
Cat
Courage
Dog.
the Cowardly Dog.
My kids watched Cat Dog,
My bad.
which was like a half cat, half dog.
Yeah, my daughter watched that and Rugrats, things like that. But my daughter, though, she was a Blues Clues girl, and it never failed. If she heard the Blues Clues song, it could have been a commercial.
Oh,
it didn't matter what she was doing, where she was at. She'd run in front of that TV, like, oh.
Metalocalypse is it's still, I mean, I know it wasn't even that long a run, but man, that was a funny show.
Now, when we lived in Michigan, we went to the Fox Theater. We surprised my daughter, took her to see Blues Clues live. And,
oh, boy.
Oh, she had a blast. I mean, we all had a blast. It was fun, but it was weird because they were serving alcohol. And I'm like,
maybe they knew the grown-ups needed alcohol to be at a Blues Clues live.
But I thought it was kind of weird. It's like, this is for kids. Why are they serving alcohol?
Oh, that is well. They weren't serving it to the kids, you know.
Well, I know that, but the parents got to take these kids home. What's going on here?
It's actually a very good point.
See if you can guess what this one is.
Turn right, and then turn right.
What?
No.
Was that your British lady?
No, hold on. Maybe I skipped over it. I don't know. It was freaking hilarious.
You have to restart your trip again to get it.
All right, I'll do it again.
All right, we'll guess one more time. Toki, it is not metal to like clowns.
See if you can guess what this one is.
Hey, Steve.
Most cats like to sleep for
Oh.
12 to 16 hours. Sometimes I go the full 24. I call it idling. Speaking of which, should we get going?
Who is that?
It's
Who
a
is
cat.
Right.
It's a cat.
Yeah,
Oh.
and the introductory thing that they say changes every time. That when I turned it on, I said, "You know what you need? One of those fishing poles with a feather on the end, so I can run around and chase it." What are we going or aren't we going? It was funny. I was like, "Whoa, that's great."
Yes, right. After the next right turn right.
Yeah.
My least favorite part is when it's trying to get you somewhere and then you deviate and it just keeps trying to U-turn you back and U-turn you back. And you're like,
Yeah.
Waze, you're supposed to know there's traffic there. I don't want to go that way, which brings me back to the fact that you should always still know where you're going and just use the GPS as a backup because otherwise.
If I go a different way home, the GPS is like, make a U-turn.
Turn right.
And then in 200 feet, take a U-turn. And
It's like does everything to try to get you to go back to that way that like is totally backed up for miles. Like, no. And Waze is supposed to like No, you know, Google Maps does that to you.
What
Though.
does a
Google
cat
Google
say
Maps.
when they're confused? I'm perplexed. Don't worry, I've got lots more. Shall we?
Great.
Right.
Oh, that would be so annoying to me.
Well, I like it because as
What,
soon
you mean
as
your
it says that
GPS telling
introductory,
dad jokes would bug you?
Oh,
after that, the cat voice it just goes, hey, la, 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 and I go, okay, turn right.
Well, wait a
Like
minute.
totally uninterested.
If it's a cat and it doesn't say turn right, meow, right meow,
Right
then
meow.
that's it. Right meow. Then that's it. It's useless.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
Super Troopers, man. They're just God, I love those movies. Speaking of which, my daughter and I have decided that I have a it's not a spreadsheet as such, but it's a columnar document. It's a document with columns. And I have listed every MCU movie or TV show in chronological orders when they're supposed to be in the MCU, and when I have the columns for if I've seen them, when I've seen them, or when they're coming out. And we're up to Morbius, and we've skipped it because everybody has been down on Morbius so badly, and we have decided, you know, we have to complete the list. You know, boxes are being left empty, and we must watch Morbius this weekend. So we're going to watch Morbius, and then I'll be able to give you a review. I'm kind of bummed that Morbius has gotten such bad reviews. It's too bad because, you know, you want to see the vampiric character come into the MCU, and I know they're going to bring Blade, but Blade is like a cartoon. Yeah, they all are, but he really is.
yeah.
But Morbius is a cartoon, but he's one of those, like, you know, those comics, like there's the comics you'd buy, and then there's the comics you'd buy that would be like wrapped up and the cover would be covered with something because it was all bloody and gory. And that's Morbius in the comics. But I'm gonna watch it and we're gonna just see how it goes.
Yeah, Sony themselves haven't like really, they don't do a good job it's like just let Marvel do it. Like just let Marvel handle that stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, DC, I feel bad for the DC people because they just can't figure it out.
No.
They just can't figure it out. They got close with, I think, the first what's the one with Gal Gadot? Is she Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman.
The first Wonder Woman movie did phenomenally well, and it was okay, you know.
No, I liked it.
It was okay, but it then they do this. Okay, so have we had enough Batmans?
No, they got to keep screwing it up.
Have we had enough Batmans yet?
Right. I mean, that is ridiculous.
We don't need more. Where's Robin? Where's Red Hood? Where's all the other characters that go with Batman? Do you know the Robin character? How many iterations he went through? I mean, come on, man, get him in there. But all we keep getting is, I'm Batman.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's enough, you know. But
people could say the same thing, you know, with like Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man. I enjoy Spider-Man.
I like the new Spider-Man.
Right, and I definitely like, you know, look, they rebooted it 3 times already, but what I liked about the last one was them actually putting Tobey Maguire's and Andrew Garfield's in that. And
spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Spider-Man No Way Home, shut your computer off now. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was very cool to see those two guys show up. And you had Willem Dafoe, you had the Green Goblin, and you had
Deadpool.
It was very cool. The new Spider-Man I like Tom Holland. He suits the character. I don't know. I've never been a fan. I kind of seen parts of the old Spider-Man movies, but the digital voice enhancement that makes Batman sound like Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood with a really bad cold. which is what he sounds like normally anyway. But no, that was a good movie. We only just recently watched it too because I put off watching the Spider-Man movie. So in the last 2 months, we have sat down and watched Homecoming, Far From Home, and then No Way Home. I said we have to watch all 3 of them because Multiverse of Madness is coming out, and I'm not going to be out of sync.
Right.
And so we watched them, and then we saw Multiverse of Madness, which was. Have you seen it yet?
I have, yeah.
Okay. Ray, have you seen it?
Wait,
Do you watch
no,
this movie?
no, that just came out. No, I
Doctor
did not.
Strange. You haven't seen. All right, then I won't tell you about it.
Good.
Yeah, no,
Your eyes will be crossed by the time it's over, but I won't tell you anything else about it.
I seen Doctor Strange, but not the new one.
Multiverse of Madness. Great movie. Insanity. Surprising. Just go see it. If you're a fan of the MCU, just you are bound to go see it. You have to. Okay. We also watched Moon Knight. Did you watch Moon Knight?
Yeah, I don't really watch much TV now. I'm getting ready. It comes out tomorrow, actually. Obi-Wan Kenobi. I actually
my husband watches that stuff. Yeah, my husband watches the Star Wars. He was watching the Boba Fett show.
I'm not big on that one or the Mandalorian. I mean, they were okay, but it's like I was like, I'm not missing anything here.
Oh boy,
Boba Fett's fantastic.
My husband's watching that. I just can't get into it. You know what? Yeah. I was in the theater the day the first Star Wars opened. What was it? 76, 77? And I've been there all along. And I'm Star Warsed out.
I mean, I do like how they're expanding the universe and the characters and stuff, but I really want to see the Obi-Wan thing because,
tomorrow.
Is that a movie?
I know.
Is it a movie or it's a show?
It's supposed to be
tomorrow.
Yeah. So they're going
to midnight tonight.
Yeah. Well, I know what I'll be doing. So they're going to be dropping 2 episodes.
I got to tell my husband
on the 27th, but it's only supposed to be one season, 6 episodes. But now I'm hearing that they may go ahead and expand that. But if they're bringing in Darth Vader,
that's the new thing.
Early, if they're bringing in Darth Vader this early, I don't see how they could continue.
But Obi-Wan was with. Wait a minute. I'm trying to think of the timeline because Obi-Wan was with Anakin when he was younger.
Yep,
and then, not when he was. I mean, he was. Obi-Wan was old when Anakin was Vader.
Yeah. So what happens? All right. So you take the first 3 chapters, 1 and 3. Okay, you had all that happen. The third one, that's when Vader became a thing. Now with the Obi-Wan series, it is now 10 years later. Luke is 10 years old.
10 years old.
So there's a 10-year time gap.
Well, how old was he when he was flying the?
He was just a kid. He was only a little younger than Padme.
That kid was a terrible actor. Oh my god.
So yeah, so there's like this 10-year gap, which I'm sure they'll figure out a way to fill in a 10-year gap with different characters.
So it's really Obi-Wan's story, not Vader's story.
Yes.
Okay.
Vader's story will be in there, and the thing, apparently, the things that he went through and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling we're going to end up seeing that. Vader. He is dark. He is this evil thing, but somewhere inside.
Yes, this is the Star Wars portion of the show.
Yeah. Somewhere inside, though. Yeah. There's
so
something.
Vader was Anakin.
Yeah.
So he was 10 years old. So he was just a little older than we saw him in the. Is he somewhere between the first and second of those horrible 3 movies?
So you had little Anakin, then he grew up, and then you had the older Anakin who hooked up with Padme.
Right.
She got pregnant.
Right. That was the second or third movie.
Yeah. He went bad. Obi-Wan basically kicked his ass, Anakin's ass. Anakin survived. Obi-Wan thought he killed Anakin.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And then Palpatine had his people go get Anakin, and then construct the
made him
suit.
bionic. So this show, Anakin's going to be about 10 years old, but he lived with his mother, and his mother was like a slave or something.
Yeah, Anakin was. Yeah,
Anakin's mother.
Yeah.
Right. But
And
how did
killed all the sand people?
But how did
Spoiler alert.
Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
How do they bring Anakin in when he's 10 years old to? Oh, that
No.
it'd be interesting to know.
Okay,
I
hold
don't
on.
know Obi-Wan's
Okay,
backstory.
I see the. Okay, I think I see the confusion. So Obi-Wan takes place 10 years after the third chapter of Star Wars.
Hmm.
So
In between the movies
It-
3 and 4.
But the original movies we saw back in the day
Was
were
4.
4, 5, and 6.
Right.
yes,
And the awful movies were 1, 2, and 3.
yeah, and then
But after 3, Anakin was already Vader.
yes, and then to fill that gap a little bit, they came out with a Star Wars story that shows the squadron who went basically on a suicide mission to go retrieve the blueprints from the Death Star. And
Okay.
Which was Rogue
you
One.
probably haven't seen it. Spoiler alert. Vader is in that one, and that one's actually really good. A Star Wars
Yeah.
story. It was really
Okay.
good. It was
was
like
really
an
So this
actual
is-
like Star
So this
Wars.
is going to be
like
between
thing.
movie 2 and 3.
So
No,
this is
3 and
so
4.
a Star Wars story
3 and
takes
4?
place right in the mix, sort of in the mix of
But no, between
Of the
3 and
New
4, he had just become Vader.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting okay.
But he's saying
It's
that
like-
Anakin's
It's
10
like
years
Star
old.
Wars. It's like Star Wars
No.
3.75.
Luke. All right. There's the confusion. Luke in the Obi-Wan series, Vader's son, Luke, and even Leia, 10 years old.
Oh, they're 10 years old. I
Yeah.
thought you said Anakin was 10 years old.
You know what? And
Look at
maybe
you.
I did say
Go,
Anakin.
go.
Maybe I did on accident.
Light
But
bulb, light
yeah,
bulb.
Luke is 10 years old.
Luke and Leia. But Luke was on Tatooine and Leia was living with
Yeah.
Alderaan.
Alderaan, right? With the senator or whoever he was. Right.
Bail
Okay.
Organa.
That's it. That's it. All I want to know is where's Han Solo in all of this?
Not around.
He doesn't show up until A New Hope.
Where's Chewie? Where's Chewie? Chewie's very old though.
Yeah.
Chewie's pretty old.
Yeah, but definitely watch. No, wait, A Star Wars Story. Rogue One is what it's called.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard of that. That was a movie, right?
Yeah,
was
that
fantastic.
happened. That happened
Okay.
like in between. No, that happened just as the original
Take care, Betty.
New
Thanks
Hope.
for stopping by.
happened. So this ends where A New Hope
Begin.
begins.
Okay. Well, my husband is watching. Is there a show called Solo?
Yeah, it's about the Han Solo origin story.
Because he's watching that, but I
That's
know he
pretty
was.
good,
I know
too.
he watched Mandalorian, and I know he was watching the Boba Fett story, whatever it's called. I don't know because I came in one day and I'm like, which one is Boba Fett and which one? He says, no, that's the Mandalorian. That's Boba Fett. I'm like, okay, one's shiny and one's not. It's just really confusing.
Yeah.
Trying to
The man, Boba Fett is
No
not a
way.
Mandalorian.
No, Boba Fett is not a Mandalorian. I know
Yeah.
that. That I know.
And neither is the Mandalorian anymore.
Really? What?
Spoiler alert. What? I'm sorry.
I know who played the Mandalorian at least. But I didn't I'd come in now and then he was watching them. I don't know. I couldn't get into them. But I did love WandaVision. I enjoyed WandaVision. I enjoyed Falcon and Winter Soldier. We watched Moon Knight, and I loved Moon Knight because I am from a very young age. I was really into ancient Egypt, and it's a lot of ancient Egypt stuff. And I was like, when's the next one on? When's the next one on? Like they got to make more. It was great. I loved it.
But yeah, I
and
don't.
Loki. We watched Loki. Loki was good.
Yeah, I don't really watch too much TV or anything like that. I mean, if I want to go to the movies and see something, then I'm extremely interested. But other than
Mm,
that, I don't really watch hardly anything. I got
yeah.
Discovery Plus for free for 6 months because
Oh.
my phone service was Verizon was like, hey, you can get this for free for 6 months. It's on us. I'm
Mhm,
like, okay.
mhm. Yeah.
Hey,
This is all this stuff's on Disney Plus.
yeah, and I got Disney Plus for free as well because I
Yeah,
have.
we get it with Verizon. Yeah, I got it with Verizon.
And the only thing, all I did because I had to finish out Boba Fett and the Mandalorian, and then whatever.
Well, I don't know. What's the next show that's coming is Ms. Marvel, which looks very cool. And so my daughter and I plan
She-Hulk
to
too,
watch
man.
that
That's
today.
gonna be cool.
What is it?
She-Hulk.
Oh, She-Hulk.
Oh,
Yes,
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk. She-Hulk is coming, and Ms. Marvel is coming, and that looks really cute too. So, I mean, I've got them all on my list, man. I got to watch them all, and
The
then
only,
I
thing, the only thing out of the Marvel universe that I'm interested in seeing will be the next 3 Spider-Man movies. I just can't do it.
three. That kid's gonna get too. He's not. He's a grown man, so he's not gonna get too old. So he can play
So,
that kid forever.
no, and that's true.
Yeah,
So
yeah. But the Guardians of the Galaxy are gonna have a holiday thing come out, which is really weird. But it's literally called Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. So
yeah.
that'll be interesting. And
Deadpool.
Deadpool 3, are they even making it yet? I know they're gonna make it.
I think it's still in the scripting phase or something like
Mhm,
that.
mhm,
It's
mhm.
coming. It is
It's
coming
taking
out.
too damn long for my
Some
taste.
woman loves Deadpool. Everybody loves
Now
Ryan
Deadpool
Reynolds.
is my favorite.
He's
Like
great.
hands down, he's great.
He's Van Wilder in red tights, man. It's just he's. Did you see Free Guy?
Yeah,
No, I haven't. No.
that's fantastic.
Well, Joe, are you a gamer? Have you ever
I
played video games?
from time to time I'll play. I mean, I got a
Okay.
gaming computer, and we got like 100 and some odd freaking games on Steam, and then a ton more on the Epic Store. And
Yeah. Well,
Well, then you'd like this movie.
I'm a gamer from way back. My daughter is still a gamer, and we loved it. My husband, it took him 3 or 4 or 5 times seeing it, and he really likes it because he's not
right,
a gamer. But that reminds me, Phasmophobia. I've been talking to Carol. We all got to get together and play. I
oh,
bought
that's
it. I
right.
got it,
Yeah,
and
I got it too.
we got to do it. I don't know what the best way is to do it, but
I
I
got to
haven't
still
even
add
tried it yet.
Carol to my Discord.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Carol's Discord. She said log into her Discord, and this way we can all talk on that and
Yeah,
play it.
we'll have to get together. My son's going to be leaving Saturday to go to Kentucky to hang out with his buddies. Like I
Nice.
said, my son, he's, not that I care. It kind of puts me behind on things, but he's on my computer.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I want to
Man,
play it.
wow.
I mean, I don't even want to try it until I try it with people. I don't want to do it alone. Then it'll just be Five Nights at Freddy's if I do it alone, and I could
Right.
just play Five Nights at Freddy's.
Right.
So I want to play it with you guys. So we gotta do it. We have to decide if we want to stream it, but we should definitely do it because I've got it. I'm ready to go. We just have to figure out how we're gonna do it. Oh my goodness. Somebody's mowing their lawn. Oh, the air feels good though. Well, this was fun. It was good hanging out.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out, Joe.
Yeah. No problem.
I gotta go watch your video now because I haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet. So I
Yeah,
gotta
me
go
too.
check it out. Yeah. Gotta go check it out. And there's half of Spouse Paranormal walking behind you. Well, I think I'm gonna. Hello there, Spouse Paranormal. Oh my god! I think I'm gonna go and have something to eat. And
Yeah, I got to make dinner.
all right. Well,
Yay.
thanks a lot, Joe, for coming on and talking about your stuff. It's awesome. I appreciate it, and hope everybody that's hung out with us this long. Thank you so much for hanging out. And we'll let you know when we start to play Phasmophobia. I think we need a 4th person, right? It's a team of 4. Is it a 4-person team?
I think you can have. It could be an uneven number. I'm not 100% sure. I think it can be an uneven number.
So good night, Shaw Woman, and it's so far there's the 3 of us. There's somebody else that wanted to play that got on the Discord too. So let's figure it out and do it really soon.
Yeah, that'll be
All right.
fun.
All right.
I need to
wanna
play
do
it, get used to it though.
I know, me too. So let's do it. It'll be fun.
Right.
And Ray, I don't know if you're into gaming. I don't know if you are, but if you
I
are,
take care of a 15-year-old autistic kid who does nothing but game.
yeah. Okay.
I get paid for playing video games. And I know I shouldn't
Sweet.
say that because it doesn't sound like I'm doing anything, but I'm doing a lot.
Your wife. Oh my god. All right, you guys. I am gonna go. Thank you everybody that hung out with us. If you're even here this long, thanks so much. And you guys have a great night.
You guys are blessed that you don't have a heckler.
Heckler. I am very lucky I don't have a heckler. All right. We're gonna say good night to everybody on YouTube. Bye. Good night, guys.
Bye, Rick.